Alright, I gotta tell you a quick story. So a few nights ago, I was on my Facebook doing my normal scrolling, seeing what's going on with my Facebook friends. So I seen this post from somebody, and she said, "Hey, yo, this old movie on Amazon Prime is good AF." Right? As she put, good AF. Right? So I'm like, oh, okay, I heard of that movie a couple years ago. I never watched it, but okay, it's on Amazon Prime. So then I looked at some of the comments underneath her post. And the comments were like, yo, this movie good. Like, you right, girl. This movie is good. Oh, boom, boom. I hope it's going to be a sequel. All this, right? So I'm thinking, I'm on my movie shit tough. I'm like, yo, I got to watch this. I got to put this on deck. But first, let me watch the trailer. So I watched the trailer of Old, and, I know it's the director was an M. Night Shyamalan. I can't say his name. M. Night Shyamalan. And he known for making like weird ass movies, but I'm like, hey, whatever. The trailer was pretty decent. It intrigued me. So I'm like, you know what? I gotta watch this shit. So I convinced my wife to sit down and watch this with me, even though she was like, I don't want to watch it. I don't care. I ain't feeling it. Whoop-de-whoop, right? But I was like, nah. This shit good. Like, everybody was talking about it on Facebook, even though it was only like 3 people. But, I'm like, everybody's saying this shit so good. So I actually sit down and watch Old, and here's what I think. First of all, what is Old about? Basically, it's about this family. It's a husband and wife and their 2 kids. They decide to go on a vacation because the parents are about to get a divorce, right? But so they like, yo, let's just take our kids for one last hurrah before we split. So they take their kids on a vacation, right? So when they get there, everything all good, blah, 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 blah. So they end up meeting this dude, and this dude's like, hey, there's a little special little beach, you know what I'm saying, for certain people, you know what I'm saying, like special people, y'all more than welcome to come, man. This beach is popping, right? So the family decide, okay, let's go to this beach, all right? A little bit after getting on the new beach, these motherfuckers start aging. That's right, they start getting old for no damn reason. The kids start getting old, noticeably old, right? So all of a sudden, like, they got to figure out, like, why the hell are we getting so damn old, right? So they run into other couples on the beach. So it's like maybe, I don't know, 8 to 10 people on this beach. They don't know why the fuck they there, but they all getting old, right? So that's what the movie's about. This is what it's about. What did I think about this movie? I thought it was terrible. Like, I was so, like, the concept of the movie was dope. All the people get stranded on the beach and they start getting old. Okay, now with that plot, you can go in a million different directions, right? But this, to me, was just way too dumb. It didn't make sense to me. I didn't like nothing about it, to be honest with you. To the point where I was like dozing off near the end of the movie. And when I woke up, it was like damn near off, but I seen the majority of it. It just didn't make sense to me. So I actually just watched a YouTube video explaining the movie, explaining the ending of the movie. Because I'm like, yo, I got to check this shit out. Like, maybe I missed something. And I didn't. Like, I understand like the little twists and stuff that they talked about with this movie, but it did nothing for me. I didn't like it. I just thought it was like a waste of an hour and a half, or it was almost 2 hours. And I'm like, this shit, man. It wasn't scary. It wasn't thrilling. It was just whack. Like, this how whack it was. At one point, actually, when the little girl was like a little girl when they got to the beach, and then she actually ended up getting pregnant like an hour after being on the beach because she ended up getting like 16, 17 years old. She got pregnant. And she started to have a baby on the beach, right? I was so embarrassed. I couldn't even look over at my wife to see her response because I knew she was pissed that I made her watch this movie with me, right? So I literally am watching this bullshit, watching this dumbass scene, and I'm like, I can't even say that. I cannot even look at her right now because I'm embarrassed. I'm damn embarrassed. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Old a solid 1 out of 5. So if you haven't seen Old yet, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you do decide to watch this movie, please come back and comment below and let your boy know what you think.
If you don't know who I am, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. F.U.I.M.E, you probably thinking, what is that? It's the movement, it's the motto, it's the answer to these critics when they hating.